Whoop! All right, here we go. Week 8. Back from vacation. Took a 2-week or bye week. Just got back from the bye week.
Would be lazy and take like
NFL week 8. It's a good time to have a bye week right in the middle of the season. Meaning we're going to be done with this after 16 episodes.
Yeah, we've hit the halfway point of the season. We've already hit the bye week.
We're halfway point in the season.
Yeah.
Well, we're back. Phil and Murk. All right, here we go. Podcast week 8. It is.
Missed us.
Huh?
I'm sure the 4 people who listen to this really missed us.
Yeah, a lot of people. We got a lot of hits.
Yeah.
Our viewership is down, or our listening-ship, whatever you call it, is down fucking 70%.
Yeah, I saw that.
Come out with anything. It is July 15th, 2019. I start doing the dates so we know when we do this. All right. Yeah, I'm back. We tried to.
Were you? I can't tell.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be a tourist.
Yeah.
You have like a giant like tie-dye shirt too. I should put that on too. It says like Cape Cod, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Best lobsters in town.
Yeah, wicked ad. All right.
Yeah. Get that chowder. I forgot what I was gonna say, but oh yeah, we were gonna try to do a meetup because I went back east, but Peter Pan failed us.
Yeah,
Peter Pan, Robin Williams, and Peter Pan.
Yeah,
failed us.
How about I like travel to you with like some like boy who never ages? I'm like, oh, take me, Peter. He like flies me. There's like a little ferry. I like show up with like.
Tinkerbell comes with you.
Yeah, I show up at Cape Cod and like some pirate with like.
That's what I was going to say.
Sails into the inlet and like.
Pirates there.
Yeah. I think moral of the story is I've got to rent a car next time because the buses fucking suck. There was like, I try to leave at like Friday night and they're like, yeah, you can leave at like 10 p.m., 6 p.m., which is impossible for me with work, 10 p.m. or like 2 in the morning. It's like, no, I'm not taking a bus at like 2 in the morning. And they're like, yeah, you got to transfer at Rhode Island at like 5 a.m. I'm like, that sounds fucking terrible.
I just remember when we were there last year and we got to fucking Port Authority at like 6 a.m. Remember, we were like so hungover. We're going to get this bus to Boston for Head of the Charles. It's so disgustingly hot down there. So many fucking homeless people everywhere. And then, of course, we get there and they're just like, yeah, there's no driver. We can't get in touch with anybody. They couldn't get in touch with anyone. We're like, what the fuck?
And there was that guy, that homeless woman was screaming, remember?
Yeah.
Screaming she was being raped. And then she was on our bus, too. The hour of the trip.
She kept talking.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. And we're like, okay.
Yeah, I'm being raped. She would like yell the most absurd stuff. She'd be like, oh my God.
Sitting on the bus, yeah.
It's not funny at all.
Oh, there was that one guy who was like homeless guy who was clearly so drugged up and just kept like walking into the wall. Remember, he was just like walking to the wall.
He took out that cardboard like
yeah, like a little.
He like knocked it over.
Oh yeah, everyone remembers that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Adventures at the Port Authority. That'd be a good social experiment.
Yeah.
All right. So first up, let's get into this thing. We got PC Police. Where's the siren? All right, too late for that. All right. How about we have our effects queued up?
Yeah.
Edited after. We'll have our editing team put that in.
Yeah.
So, you take this because you kind of brought it up.
Yeah. This is like, I'm pretty sure this is pretty common in most industries. We had to take a state-mandated sexual harassment.
Oh, all right. Here we go.
Which on paper makes sense, but it sucks that it takes it's 200 slides. All right, it's a little less. It's 160 slides, but look, it's a lot of slides. You have to do it like during the workday, and they're like, you have 2 weeks to do it. But who can take 2 hours out of their workday? And you can't pause it. So if you could like do like,
you got to start it.
No, you can't pause it. You literally just have to like.
See, I thought you could pause it.
So it's such a pain, and I've had to do this before. And the thing is, I've taken different ones. I'd be like a piece of shit, like to sexually harass people, like have to take.
Yeah, would you be required to do like harassment class a little bit?
But like every job, you have to take this, and not every job, but like
I've literally never taken one before.
Yeah, I think it's because of the entertainment industry is just.
I was there. They do it before.
Yeah. So anyway, I've taken various ones. Some have cartoons, some have like videos. It's all, and you have to like watch these scenarios, which first of all are like the most ridiculous. Like it's like a cartoon of like this girl like going to the copier and this guy just like presses himself again. It's like you don't have to like have a cartoon. You can just like explain the situation, and then they ask you to like analyze it, and they're like, "Was what Billy did to Monica in the office sexual harassment?" And it's like, yeah, you don't even need to watch the video. Just like hear the situation. So what you do is like everybody was just working, and then like you would like watch the video would be playing in the background, and then a question would pop up, and you'd be like, "Oh, I got to answer this now," and it would just be like you didn't need to see anything else. You're just like, "No, I'm not a piece of shit." Clearly, what you're asking. It's like,
here we go, Liang.
Yeah.
I'm a financial analyst. I feel uncomfortable at work because the office is a boys' club, which you make assumptions that you have little boys running around like in your office. Men call out numbers to rate women's looks as they walk by. Women are told to wear high heels and tight dresses. Work events are held at strip clubs. Because I don't want to go to those events, I lose out on new clients.
And then
okay.
That's actually a real question from the quiz I took today.
First of all, who works at office
yes,
like
sexual harassment. Let's just get that out of the way first.
Where is it? What are you rating there? What are you rating? Oh, about the women, telling of the women. Yeah, I mean, who does that anymore? When was the last time you saw someone being like, oh yeah, she's a 10, and then be like, yeah, baby, woo woo, like walking around the office, like, what office is this?
Right, that's
over
the
Wall
thing.
Street.
These situations are so ridiculous. I mean, how long have we been in the work? We're not like 90, but we've been in the workforce long enough. Have you ever seen that? I'm not saying it doesn't occur, but it's just like the most extreme situations. Like, wait, this was the other one. So we took photos of some of these. So, Rachel, I'm a research assistant at a lab. I just came back from maternity leave. When I take a break to pump breast milk, my male coworkers say things like, "Hey, Rachel, can I get milk with my coffee?"
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Sorry.
Wait, let me just finish.
Go ahead. Yeah.
So it's my male coworkers say things like, "Hey, Rachel, can I get milk with my coffee?" Or, "How about you do one breast and I'll do the other?" I feel every day. It's like,
that's fucking ridiculous, dude.
It's so ridiculous. That's like clearly
that's
harassment. Who is that?
Not even that. Like, I just can't. I can't imagine that ever happening. If anyone ever saw that, you would be fired. Even if you heard about that, the person would be fired instantly.
And that's my point. First of all, like, yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, no, you go ahead. Sorry.
I'm just saying, like, I agree with you. Like, first of all, you'd be fired right away. It's clearly harassment. And second of all, like, if you're the type of person who says that to a girl breastfeeding, this thing is not going to change your mind. You're just going to
that too. Yeah.
And be like, yeah. Maybe it is harassment, but it's not like you and I say that shit, and I took this quiz today and was like, oh shit, I probably shouldn't say to Rachel that I want milk with my coffee. It's like, it's not going to change it. It's just like, it's just strictly.
It's it's
legal purposes. Like, I get they have to do it, but I feel like the examples are like, I'd rather just watch a slideshow. You don't need the examples. Like, we know what harassment looks like. These examplos are absurd.
Yeah, it's PC police. You know, they got to be PC, because if you don't do that, and then someone says, "Oh, hey, nice work today, Jenny," and like puts their hand on their back, someone's gonna be like, "Oh, we didn't take the quiz." You know,
yeah,
I didn't know.
Well, that's exactly it. Like, because like at another company I was at, we took the quiz, but it was like a year in, and then like a new HR woman had taken over, and she was like, "Yeah, you guys went a whole year without taking this, and like if anything had happened to you or like anybody in the office, like harassment wise, then theoretically, like they couldn't sue because nobody has taken this test." Like, I get the reason for taking it. I just think it's just like so over the top and ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to know, and we're not obviously, and again, it's super PC to say it again, but like, I would like to know someone had something like that spoken to them, because like, where does it happen? We can't imagine. We live and worked in cities where it's super progressive. Like, does it happen in like? Okay, first of all, pumping breast milk at work, like I know people that have done that, and people are super accommodating. So it's like I can't even imagine where, like, you know, in like the Midwest, we're being generalizing a ton, like in like Alabama, someone doing that, even like allowing that to happen, or like the woman has to hide. Is it that bad at like workplaces? Is this, I mean, we're talking about McDonald's where you have like low life people, you know, we're not.
Yeah, I think people would make those comments. Like, there's probably some like assholes who would like make those comments to like a fellow coworker behind her back as like a joke, but
Yeah.
never like out loud. Like, who's that big of a piece of shit that would say that to like some girl breastfeeding?
How about you? How about you say shit behind your coworker's back all the time to your friends?
Yeah, yeah. I'm like, check out those tits and her.
Yeah, look at those pancake tits over there.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, pepperoni tits. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean, like, no, I don't even think I've done that where like people say stuff behind. I'm just saying, like,
No.
If it happens, who says that out loud? Like, I'm sure, like, if anybody made a comment, they would just be like, make an asshole comment, like, to discreetly. But
okay,
also,
yeah, go ahead.
I know people who have. I mean, I don't want to give examples here, just because I don't want to like broadcast.
Are you gonna out yourself that you've harassed multiple people?
No. But I know people in the entertainment industry who have been victims of harassment.
Totally.
Like, I know it exists, but it's always it's
like subtle. It's like kind of like subtle. I feel, yeah, discreet. It seems like it's discreet, at least from what I've heard and been told.
Yeah, which I think is like the problem. It's like maybe back in the day it was more like overt and people were like just saying that out loud. But now with the way things are,
yeah, no one's saying that out loud. But it's like
even worse.
Yeah, but it's like, hey, I'll drive you to the party tonight, you know, and it's like, okay, like calm down. How about you just like, you know, take an Uber and like drive by yourself, like old man, like, you know, driving girls around, you know.
I mean, we like joke about it, but at the end of the day, it's like we know what harassment looks like.
The ridiculous,
like,
yeah.
You know, it's.
The ridiculous thing is who comes up with these questions. Like,
should we go to the next one with Fatima?
No, I like Anna's.
Yeah,
why is it always women? Where's all the guys?
Oh, well,
I guess I said Liang.
Fatima, you might like. My boss was standing next to me when she works at a hotel. My boss was standing next to me when the guest checked out. The guest said, "You Muslim girls will look so much prettier with without that thing on your head." So my boss said to the guest, "Please don't speak to the staff that way." The guest said, "I'm allowed to say what I want to Muslims." My boss told the guest he is no longer welcome at the hotel. So I don't get what that. So, and then it was like, is this harassment? It's like, yeah, it's harassment. But then the manager took care of it.
Yeah.
So like, what is the like? Okay, yeah, the guest was a piece of shit and like saying like you know. But then the manager was like, "You're not allowed to stay here anymore. Like, please don't speak to the staff that way." So like,
yeah, I mean, it is harassment, but at the same time, isn't it also like you could get like super legal about it and be like, okay, is this a private business? It's like in a private business, can't you like discriminate if you want to?
No, but it's a guest saying it to the employee.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true. But yeah, on the flip side, you know, even if it's a private business, it's like the whole. I'm not gonna get into that part.
Yeah, but anyways. That's like. Yeah, I mean, yes, if you're a private business, like was that cheesesteak place in Philadelphia that was like.
That's what I was gonna get it. Yeah, say the cakes and stuff.
Yeah, but.
Look how we just go to another cake store. There's a fucking 1,000 of them everywhere. You get a cheesesteak anywhere.
Yeah, if they're that big of a piece of shit and they're like, we're a private business, so we can say what we want, then yeah, you're probably allowed to. But you're just gonna
tell them to fuck off, and then just go next. Why would I don't know why you'd put yourself through the ringer and like deal with that. I don't know. I guess we can't because we're white men, so we know nothing. We know nothing, Jon Snow.
Should we move on?
Yeah. What did you say? Oh, you want to do one more? Yeah, let's do one more. One more.
I'm an undocumented immigrant and clean buildings at night.
Oh, shit! Go get ice!
One night, my boss told me to clean a bathroom alone and followed me in. Okay, so already this is like, what the fuck? Yeah. He pushed me against the wall and grabbed my chest.
What if he had to take a shit? What if he had to take a shit?
In the women's room?
Oh, did it specify women's room? It didn't specify.
Oh, okay. So apparently that's how you shit. You like take the janitor and push him against the wall and like feel his breasts. Later, he threatened to have me deported if I didn't have sex with him. I'm terrified. Like, who reads that and is like, no, it's not harassment. That's just like typical Monday. It's like I don't want. It's like those situations are so absurd, and I get that they happen, but it's like it's so unnecessary to just like have us take a quick quiz and just be like, I'm not a piece of shit who's gonna sexually assault people. Like read these documents.
Yeah.
Like,
I
why
know.
go through these stupid things that it's like we all know it's assault, we all know it's wrong. Like who's getting that question wrong?
And it's super extreme. Like have ones that are more like subtle that you'd be like, oh, actually, I'm not sure about that situation.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, no shit, this is terrible.
Well, I think there was one I was telling you about today where it was like this woman got a haircut and she came into the office and this guy commented her on her haircut and it was like this is and she thought it was harassment. So I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me. That's harassment. And thankfully, they're like, this is not harassment because like.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Out.
Yeah.
But that's like a better one because that's like actually educational because that's something that you and I might say. You might compliment like a male.
Oh, what'd you assume? Jesus Christ. Fucking making assumptions.
Right? There was another one like, don't ask if somebody's pregnant because if they're just like overweight, then it's like insulting. It's assault. It's like.
That's what I said. We're just going to be like robots. You're going to sit in a cube. You're not going to be allowed to talk to anyone. You're going to have to ask permission and ask your question to like a supervisor to be like, hey, is it okay if I go ask like Tom, how the like that render's doing or like how that file export's going? They're going to be like, yeah, that's okay. And then if you like ask the wrong question, they're going to be like, oh, no.
I mean, if it gets to the point where you can't compliment somebody, like genuinely compliment them, not try and like hit on them, just like say, hey, it's a nice hair, then like, what kind of world?
I think we're there already. I think we're there in some places.
But then again, I don't know. The situation exists, but like, do you work in an office where if you complimented any female in your office or male about their haircut or about like their appearance in like a non-flirty way, would they be upset? If you were like, oh, I like your dress, or like, I like that hat.
It's people that are looking to fight, looking to be like, oh, it happened to me finally. I can be upset.
Yeah. And there's like a difference between being like, yeah, I like that haircut. You look fucking good. Or like being like, you have a nice haircut, you know? Like, there's a difference.
Have like a pervert voice. It's disgusting.
Yeah. There's like a difference, you know? It's like, just, I think you're right. I think sometimes, I shouldn't say that. But yeah, I think sometimes take it out of hand.
All right. That was, all right, that was PC Police. Okay. All right, should we do okay, let's go into the so we're trying a new segment with the three.
I think we segue well into it because we're kind of like on things that annoy us right now.
Yeah, things that annoy us. Yeah, that can be that's what we could call it. Things that annoy us. So I think we're going to do it this way. I want to give you three items, right? Three just like lists or three instances.
Okay.
And you're going to tell me what you would hate the most. Like what annoys you the most out of them. And you're going to do, and then we'll do it reverse. So you're going to pick out of three super annoying things.
I had trouble with this one because I feel like a lot of mine are very New York specific, and you're going to be like,
there we go.
No, like, yeah. It's great.
Yeah. I guarantee one of them is walking slow up the stairs.
It really is. That's definitely going to be one. Like people who walk slow in the street is like the most annoying. You're like you can't walk slowly.
Okay, hold on. Before you get into it, let's start. Okay, so I'm up first. So let me give you three things, and you gotta tell me. So, okay. First one, eating Chinese food in the movie theater. Or opening up, like, takeout food in the movie theater that's not from the theater.
But I've never seen anybody do that. Like, they sneak food in?
Yeah. People sneak food in the movie theater all the time.
Yeah.
And then you're sitting there, all of a sudden it smells like fried fish. You're just like, oh, you're trying to, like, watch a movie, and it's, like, disgusting. Right. Like, smells like ketchup and stuff like that. I
have this experience yesterday in the movie theater now. Like, you're just like...
No, I never did. It wasn't yesterday. No.
That's your first.
And I know I'm probably fucking dating myself because of the fucking like Sinopolis and stuff that we actually eat food, but I hate those just for that reason. I hate when you're sitting there, you're having popcorn, all of a sudden you just smell someone's food like right in your face. It's fucking disgusting.
Okay.
And then second one, when you're walking, but you're just looking at your phone, walking around, and you're not paying attention to what's in front of you.
Like
Like,
you're doing that and you're annoyed with
no,
yourself?
someone else. No, so you're no, not me. So you're like walking around, and someone else is like, you're like, okay, pay the fuck attention to where you're going. Even when
Okay.
it's driving or like walking on the street, and
Okay.
you're just like, okay, dude, like hurry the fuck up, like get the fuck out of the way.
These are your three biggest annoyances?
Yeah, well, that's two.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And the third one, which I kind of took it, but because it kind of runs into, it's similar. So I would say driving like below the speed limit in the far left lane on the highway.
Yeah, that wins hands down.
Okay, so
ties into
that. No, okay, so we got that, the Chinese food, and not paying attention when you're like walking or driving, just looking at your phone, and you're just like, moseying around.
The first two really don't bother me. I mean, the first one
Fair
bothers
enough.
me most because like I get annoyed when people like. I mean, I guess we've all snuck food in the movie theater. I'm not trying to be like a narc here, but like it's annoying when people like heavily try to cheat the system. It's like we've also
That's what I'm saying.
like candy in, but to bring in like a whole meal. It's like the other day I was getting on the subway and 3 kids just crawled under the turnstile. It like pissed me off so much. It's like it's so fucking annoying. I'm just tying it back to the movie thing because it's like it's one thing to just like randomly hop it, but to have like your kids all sneak underneath, it's just like just follow the fucking rules. Like it's $2 to get into the subway and like. I don't know. So that one annoys me a little bit, but the second one doesn't bother me at all because I feel like walking around every day, I see people looking at their phones. Like everyone's just looking down all the time.
Yeah, but usually they're like walking slow or like in the middle of the sidewalk or they're not like crossing the street the right way. And you're just like, hey, get the fuck out of the way. Like we're trying to move here.
Yeah, that does annoy me.
And I get it. I've looked at my phone, but it's like legit. Like you're just staring at your phone. You're not moving. Like, everyone looks at like a text or whatever, but
yeah,
you watch like a YouTube video walking on the street. It's like, okay, like do you really need to watch that right now?
Yeah, no, I agree. But I think it's the first one because it like ties into one of mine, and it's just people who are slow in situations where like
be careful when you say slow.
It's like you can't drive in the left lane below the speed limit. It's like you're just pissing everybody off. It's like it's the most annoying fucking thing. It wins by far. That's like definitely the one that I would pick.
Yeah. Especially when you don't notice. Also, like, okay, maybe you're new on the road there, like you're not familiar with the area, and you're trying to get out. But when you're clearly cruising and everyone's passing you and people are honking at you, like, get the fuck out of the way. Like, you have to have like the self-awareness and the awareness just in general as a driver to be like, hey, everyone's like flying around you. Maybe I should move
people
over.
Are not self-aware. Yeah,
it's insane. It's literally insane.
That's going to tie into another one that I have.
Okay, hold on. So those 3.
I'm not
so
that's number 1. I'm just saying, like, I think we have like overlaps here.
No, you got to do your 3. You got to give me 3.
Right.
Yeah. So it's too much shit that pisses me off. Now you got to give me the 3.
No. I know, but I thought we were going to discuss that a little more. But okay.
No. Let's go. Let's move on.
I'm glad that yours were kind of like very specific.
I actually put some time into the podcast, so I like trying to.
No. I mean, like, I'm glad that mine are very specific too, and I was like worried yours were going to be like birds chirping really loudly in the morning, and it's something really odd. So I'm glad, and then you were going to be like, my God, dude, yours are so like
like too many people like on the beach like at the same time, like.
Yeah, exactly.
When the waves aren't really perfect to go surfing. Okay. It's just like stretch out with the hose.
Yeah. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. How would I go the wrong way? Okay. First one. People who get on the elevator and push the second floor. It drives me crazy.
Oh. Okay.
Like I understand in a building if there's not stairs. Like sometimes there's buildings where like you can't walk up the stairs to your office. Like you're on the second floor, but you have to take the elevator.
Yeah.
But
yeah, what do you expect? The Spider-Man up the side of the building?
Yeah, it just crawls up like Alex Honnold did. Like the last couple of places I've worked at, you can easily take the stairs to the second floor, and it takes so much longer to get in the elevator. Think about it. You go up one flight of stairs to the second floor, or you push the button, you wait for the elevator. It clearly takes longer, but people are so fucking lazy. And everybody usually is going to the higher floor too. So it's like you got to go to 10, they get on, they push 2. That annoys the fuck out of me.
Okay.
Take the stairs.
That is pretty annoying. That is pretty annoying. Oh shit! I was trying to think something. How about I? A lot of trouble doing this. I hear that. I feel like I do that more often now in buildings that I'm not familiar with. Like if I'm going to a big building and I don't know where I'm going, like I won't be like, oh, I'll just like even if I know it's on the second floor, even the third floor, and I've never been to the building before, I'll still take the elevator just because it's a new building. Like I don't know where I'm not trying to look for the stairs or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But if I work there, I would try to get the exercise, the movement, the exercise, the walk in.
Exactly. It's different if you're like in the building as a guest or you've never been there. But like, and it's so bad. There's this one guy in the building. He's so big, and it's like I get.
Oh shit! You didn't do your harassment study. Yeah. You're making fun of the fat ass.
Body shaming him.
Hey, fat fuck!
Yeah. Take the stairs, fatty. I get that at his weight, going up the stairs is probably extremely difficult. But like,
help him lose weight. You should tell him that. Be like, hey, you'll get healthier if you take the stairs.
How hard is it to just go up the stairs? Do you remember when I was at one job and the elevator went out, so everybody had to use the stairs? We were on like the 10th floor, going up 10 flights, and it's really 20 because you got to go down and you got to go back up. Like if you're going to lunch.
No, that's legit.
That sucks. But people acted like it was like Armageddon. People were like, oh my God, how am I going to get outside today? Like, I can't go to lunch. It's like, all right, I know it sucks, but like, just leave earlier, take your time. You only have to do it once. You know, it sucks if you have to go up and down, but like, people were flipping out. And I get that it's like, that sucks. It really did suck. Like, it was terrible having to go all the way down. But it's not the end of the fucking world. Like, it's 10 stairs. You'll be fine.
Dude, people are lazy as fuck. All right, what's your second one? That one kind of annoys you, but not a ton. But I see your point.
Overall, this is what tied into the cell phone one, just overall lack of self-awareness. People who are just completely oblivious to the situations going on around them. Today I was on the subway, and this guy was just holding the door for 5 minutes. He was standing in the door, and he was just standing there. The door couldn't shut. And he was just waiting for his friend who had like a bike and was like taking his time on the platform. But he wasn't saying like, I'm holding it up. He was just standing there, and he didn't care that like that he was inconveniencing everybody. Or like people who walk looking at their phone. It's like, just be aware of what's happening around you. Like, you can't tune out in certain situations.
That's like, pretty fucking annoying. Yeah.
Like, people
I think
care.
That's pretty fucking annoying. I want to say in New York and bigger cities, I think people really don't have any sense of respect, though. Like, that guy doesn't give a fuck. Like, he's probably raised in like a shitty household. He doesn't give a fuck whatsoever. He's going to hold it up. Doesn't care. Could care less.
Right. But then
I feel like that's slightly different than self-awareness, where you're just like oblivious to like, oh, like have my giant like I don't know, like bag in the way that's taking up like a seat, you know? I don't know. I feel like it's slightly different.
Yeah, it's slightly different, but I think it's like it's in the same ballpark. It's one and the same. It's like it's just people who either don't care or just oblivious. I think oblivious is worse because at least if you don't care, you're just owning being an asshole. But if you're just oblivious, it's some girl like 2 days ago was walking down the street and I was like, oh, I got like bumped forward.
Would you like fly to the ground?
Yeah, she was like, oh shit, oh harassment. She like her food went everywhere. She like dropped her apple, spilled her drink, and I was just walking. She like was so into her phone, she just walked right into me. I don't get that just like total lack of like awareness of where you are. That you just walk into somebody.
That's pretty bad. Yeah, that pisses me off too.
But I see it so much, and it just like, I don't know.
All right, you got one more? You got one more?
People walking slowly or blocking the entire sidewalk. That is the worst thing about New York City. Not the worst thing, but when you're like trying to walk and there's like 4 people and they're all across the sidewalk, you cannot get around them. That is the most frustrating thing. I don't know if that's New York specific or city specific.
No, that's
so fucking annoying.
I'm gonna pick that as what annoys me the most. That one, because that's citywide, town-wide. The sidewalk is the same in every city and town. It doesn't matter, and people take up the whole side and don't give a fuck. Especially, it's more also when people are in front of you. I think when people are walking, coming towards you, usually people kind of move for the most part. I feel like. But if you're following up someone behind them, that's when they are oblivious and don't care. And you're like, okay, how the fuck am I going to get around you now?
Yeah. Or what people do is if they are walking towards you, they'll walk on like I guess what you want to call the wrong side. Like, you know, you always want to be walking on like the right side.
Like you're driving a car, yeah.
Yeah, and like people will be walking on the wrong side, and you can't move because if you go left, you're going.
You're gonna do the like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you go right, you're already against the building. It's like I can't move. You're the one who's in the wrong. You need to move to the other side.
Yeah.
Somebody told me the other day you just don't make eye contact because if you just keep looking forward and you don't make eye contact with them, then they're gonna move because they see that you're not looking at them. So like, oh shit, he's not gonna see me. Because I've tried that, it actually does work. People like just will move out of the way. But if you make eye contact with them, that's when you get them to dance. And that's when it's that thing.
Yeah. And then you gotta do no eye contact, and then you just knock them right over. Like you just walk right into them, and be like, "Oh, okay, yeah." Like I do
that in New York City all the time.
I'm sure that happens all the time in New York.
I intentionally will walk into people.
So many people walking around.
I see that they're not going to move, and it's like I can't go anywhere. I can't go. Like you're in the wrong. So I'm like, all right, we're just going to bump into each other. Oh, you know what's also annoying? On the escalator in the morning, this guy. When people stand on the left side of the escalator, that's annoying too. You can't
on the left side. How do you mean?
Like on the New York City subway, if they have like escalators coming up, and I think this is true for all escalators. Like people stand on the right, but then there's people who want to walk up the escalator.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That side open.
Yeah, they want to walk up.
Like
yeah.
Rush hour, like it.
Yeah, that's super annoying.
People just stand there, and this guy called me like an asshole the other day because I said like, "Can you move?" And he was like, "Oh, someone's in a hurry, asshole." I'm like, "You're like I'm not doing anything wrong. You're blocking everybody behind you."
Yeah, because owning being an asshole.
Yeah. So great.
Huh?
Those are my 3 right there. 4 again.
No, that's good. I think so. I'd say we got driving the left lane and taking up the whole sidewalk walking are our 2 biggest pet peeves, which is pretty. Old man yells at cloud. No, this is.
No, this is annoying.
No, this is annoying. What's annoying?
Are there any like honorable mentions?
Honorable mention. Walking slow on the stairs. I had that. Like that reminds me of New York. Like trying to walk up, and people are just either walking the opposite way down, and you're just like, okay, you're trying to fight like all this traffic.
Oh, right, yeah, that's annoying too. Yeah.
Honorable mention was I had when you're working with someone and not even working, but you're just like discussing something with someone like through text.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's worth like a phone call, and you try and call the person, and they don't pick up, but just keep texting you.
Yeah,
it's like, dude, this is fucking ridiculous. Like we could end this conversation in like 30 seconds if we just like had a quick conversation. That's super fucking annoying. I do that with work like a lot. You
know what's another annoying one is when people don't use headphones with their phone. So they just play or they watch a video like without headphones.
I'm surprised that one didn't make it actually. That's pretty ridiculous. And I'm sure that happens to you all the time. Like I don't see that much, but being in public where everyone's out and about, I'm sure that happens all the time.
The other day the guy got on the subway and he had a giant trash bag with a speaker in it and he just was playing music. It's like what? It's like you just don't give a fuck.
No, doesn't care at all.
Anybody here.
Yeah, that was pretty good one. I like that one. Okay. So let's move on to Old Man Yells at Cloud here.
Okay. Yeah.
Huh?
No, go ahead.
So I kind of brought this one up. I'm yelling at the cloud at this one.
Yeah, I think you are.
I'm going to be yelling at you at this one too. So we were talking. Okay, so it kind of started. I feel like we've talked about this a lot, but it started recently when we were watching Wimbledon yesterday. Yesterday. So Wimbledon finals were on. Djokovic, where is he from, by the way?
Serbia.
Oh, Serbia, okay. It's Djokovic versus Federer, and it's in England, right? It's in England for Wimbledon is, and it's on at for me. I think it was on at 7 my time.
No, it's earlier. It started 6. I think it's even earlier.
Yeah. Okay. So
my time.
I knew it was on, and I wanted to watch it, but I wasn't getting up at 6 to watch it. I actually slept in, quote unquote, till I think about 7:30. Was like sleep in. So I was pretty happy about that I got to sleep in. And then so I turned it on. I started watching that, and then I think you started telling me about how you're fucking exhausted because you had to get up at like 10 to watch it.
No.
Hungover.
No, I didn't say 10. I got home at like 3 a.m. and then I had to be up at 8 it was 8. I had to be up at 8 because I wanted to get get to where I was watching it by 9.
Oh my god!
But
yeah, you were like, "Oh, I'm so fucking tired."
Yeah, because I only got like 5 hours of sleep. I was exhausted, and I had been out like the night before, so it was like a rough weekend. So I was like totally fucked up, hungover, and I was like, "Oh fuck!" When you feel that way, you want to sleep in. Like I would have slept till 10. You're fucked up. You're hungover. You got home at 3 a.m. Like I don't want to intentionally get up at that hour. I just had stuff to do, so I had to.
And that's fair. Getting home that late, yeah, you do deserve to sleep in. But I think we're talking before. You told me someone that was needed to sleep in or sleeps in till like 11. Like every time I talk to you on like Sunday, you're like, "Oh yeah, I just got up," and it's like 11 o'clock. I'm like, "What the fuck?"
But the thing is,
I'm like, I don't know, dude. I'm totally being old fucking man here, but I can't even on vacations when I don't have a kid around. You can't sleep in anymore. And also, I'm kind of oversleeping in too because I have realized how productive you can be during the day, like in the morning. You get so much shit done, and then you have much more time to relax. Like I can't imagine sleeping in and then like you're like, okay, half the day's gone already.
Yeah, 11's kind of late.
I'm over it.
I can't say I sleep until 11 too much anymore. I usually try and be up by at least 10. But but see, that doesn't seem that late to me. But the thing is with New York City doesn't wake up on the weekend. Like if you went out in New York City at like 9 a.m., nobody's up on a Saturday.
No,
like
most
Saturday
places.
Morning,
No, most places
people get
don't.
up like super late in New York City. They go to brunch at like 11 or 12. Like I've gotten up to go running in New York City in like the park at like 7, 8 in the morning on a Saturday. It's empty. There's nobody. And when I get done at like 9, it's filling up, but it's still empty. It's like it's just a different type of life.
But that's my point too. Is even in San Diego, that's why I like going out in the mornings like that because it's the same thing. There's no traffic whatsoever. Like San Diego's pretty fucking busy traffic wise. Mm-hmm. You know, very similar to LA. Not as bad, but. So in the mornings on the weekends, there's no traffic till like 10 because it's the same thing. People are sleeping in, not doing whatever. But I realized that you get so much fucking shit done, dude, and it's the best time to go. Like you said, run at 7. That'd be fucking great. There's nobody around. Like you can get a nice open run in, and we're not super fucking crowded.
But let's obviously having a kid is a very big reason to get up early. So let's just take that. That's so obvious. We don't have to address why you're getting up early for that. So let's take that out of the picture. What are you getting done at 8 a.m., 9 a.m.? Like what are you getting done? You talk about getting all this stuff done. What are you doing?
Getting work done, working out, doing errands, all that shit. So then I can relax later in the day.
You could do that later in the day. Like why?
But everybody's out later in the day doing the exact same thing.
That's when everybody gets up. That's exactly because everyone gets up later in the day.
See, that's what I'm saying. You're just like a sheep, like in the herd, like everybody else, like sitting in traffic, like getting shit on the subway when people like me are up and at it, and I'm fucking chilling at like 11 o'clock. My day's over, ready to relax on the weekend.
Yeah, but then when are you tired? Like the thing is, if you get up that early, you have to nap. Like if I get up. Oh my god! A good afternoon nap at like 1 or 2 is like the best. If I get up at like 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. on a weekend, I'm taking a nap. Even if it's like 4 p.m. Like a 20, 30-minute nap. Just shut your eyes.
Oh my god, dude. Jesus Christ. No way. I mean, again, by default, I've taken naps when the kid goes to bed because I'm fucking exhausted.
Exactly.
But normally... And I've been there when you're hungover and you do take an extra nap, but usually that's because you're out super late and you get up still relatively early or you didn't get enough sleep normally. But I'm just talking normal, like no kids, you're out wasted till 3 a.m. No fucking naps, dude. No naps. That was like college shit, dude.
You're saying, what's the situation here? You're saying, like, what time are you getting up? What are you doing? So you're just having a normal day. You went to bed, let's say at like
7:30. I got up at 7:30, which was sleeping in for me. And and then when I go on we went on vacation last week, right? And we slept in. Yeah, we had time change and everything, but sleeping in was the latest we slept till one day was 9, I think. But that'd be 6 my time here. So I was still getting up relatively like on my schedule, like on West Coast time.
Yeah.
So. But it was too late. All of a sudden, you have breakfast because you're lazy on vacation. You're like, okay, shit, half the day's over. I like getting up early. I guess I realized once I've started getting up early for 3 years now, it is nice to just sleep in and not have something wake you up. Like, again, that's separate from the situation.
Yeah.
But
amazing.
I realized that getting up
to sleep, take a nap, like you're just like, all right, I'm gonna go take a nap. I'll meet you in like an hour. It's the best.
I'm super lazy. I'm like ready to go. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna take a nap first.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
because like on a Saturday, like New Yorkers will go out, they'll go brunch, and they're just gonna go nap. Like they're gonna go take a nap, and they're gonna go back out again at like 2 or 3. It's the best. It's the best feeling, like to just like have like a lazy Sunday. It's not every Sunday or Saturday, but just to have like a lazy weekend.
It sounds like that to me. Sounds like that to me.
No. This weekend I was up every day at like 7 because
Oh my god! How did you do it?
What was I gonna say? I keep forgetting. I also go to bed later. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
So like, what time are you going to bed? Like, are you going to bed at like 10?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to bed at like midnight, 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Like even on a work day, I'm going to bed. I don't have to be at work till 10, so I'm going to bed at like 1. Like I can't. I get stuff done later in the day. Like I don't do stuff. I just
still got up even in LA, and I didn't have to go to work till like 9, 10. And when I was working the same kind of job, I still got up around like 7 to try to work out or something. Get like a workout in. Like 7. Like 7.
Before night. Like I do my runs. I do my workouts like after.
Yeah, I can't do it. I'm like
so I get home at 7:30.
After work, I'm done.
Yeah, but see, that's why. Like that, I think it's just a different mindset. Like I can't. I get up, I get ready for work, but when I come home, like today, I had a whole like thing that I did after work. I didn't want to do it before work, so it's like, I'm just up later. I don't know.
Fucking millennials.
It's hard to compare because like once you have a kid, you can't.
But I'm just. I totally agree, but I'm just saying I also have realized though that it's way more productive to just go to bed early, like early-ish, get your sleep in, and then get up early and do whatever you need to do. Not like cut your sleep, but like you go to bed at like 10 and you still get a full like 8, you're getting up relatively early.
But I just don't see. Like I don't get what. Okay, so you get up at like 7. What are you doing? Like you're going shot. So you want to avoid. You're doing it to avoid crowds, is what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, hold on, I gotta pick hot balls.
Alright, sorry about that.
To avoid crowds.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, I don't care enough. Crowds don't bother me enough to like. I don't know. I also live in a city where like that's just not an issue. Like nobody is. You don't deal with that. Like if I went to Trader Joe's on a Sunday at like 9 or noon, it's not going to be crowded. Nobody in the city is up shopping at that hour. Like the city wakes up so late. Like
yeah, fair
enough. 7 to go, or I got up at 7 because I had to be out the door at like 8 to get to this Wimbledon thing. The subway was empty. There was nobody on the subway.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Isn't that nice?
It's nice, but it's not a reason for me to like. When I'm getting up early, it's to do stuff. Like I have stuff planned, so I'm like, I want to go like hiking, so we got to get up at 7. We got to catch this train by 8. But like, I don't care about going because I can go run at 10 in the city and people still aren't up. Yeah. I can go at 11 and people still aren't up, or it's still not packed. Like the city just wakes up so late.
Yeah,
it's just there's no reason for it. Plus, like, don't you think that like every single day you have to get up for work, and now you have 2 days off? Like I hated it a little bit today that I had to get up earlier than I do for work Saturday and Sunday. It's like, so my 2 days off. It'd be so nice to just sleep in a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, no, don't get me wrong. I'm saying, I guess, I'm not like anti ever sleeping in. It's just I would not do it every single weekend if I had the opportunity to.
Oh, well, I don't think we're talking about the weekend. Like, I didn't do it this weekend. I didn't do it the weekend before. But I am looking forward to, like, a weekend off where I'm like, I'm definitely going to do it. Like, this Saturday, I'm like, I'm going to do it. I can't wait. Like, it's nice to have a weekend coming up. We have
how much you have Cube Life? It's like Monday. You're like, oh, looking forward to sleeping in on Saturday.
That's basically how it is. Can't wait for fucking weekend. I have like anger issues. I get like annoyed when like, it's not annoyed, but like this, like I said, like this weekend I had a lot of stuff to do, so I had to be up like early both days. But there is some part of it that's like, fuck, like now it's gonna be like 2 weeks before then it just goes right into Monday where I'm up at the same time. It's like it's nice to have a day in there where you can sleep in a little bit, wake up at like 9.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's just harder, I guess, though, when you're living with somebody. Like, especially if your wife wants to get up early, like you're not gonna stay in, and you just feel like a piece of shit if you do that. I just think it changes. I think
That depends. With time, that changes.
It's too hard to compare. Like,
yeah,
you're not going to sleep in. I don't know. I think they're just two totally different situations.
Fair enough. All right. Want to do this video you were talking about?
Yeah, hang on.
Do the video. All right. So Phil sent me this video. I have not watched this video yet. So this is going to be the first time we're watching this. So I'm going to pull up the screen share here. Here, I'm going to share the screen right now. All right. Let's see. Open this video up. Here we go.
Make sure the sound's up. This is crazy.
Okay.
You always talk about how bad the subways are, and I saw this. I was like, I have to show you.
Here we go.
Sit down, Wilson. Sit down.
What the fuck is going on?
Come on, sit down properly. Why you wearing no pants today? The fuck you wearing no pants, Wilson?
Or just gets up, walks away.
No bad spirits next to me. Why are you recording that? Seriously?
You have some, Wilson, have some.
Why are you recording that?
Wilson, have some.
This is
What the fuck? Making fun of a
I've been
handicap
drinking all
man.
day, Wilson, have some.
Generation, they want to
I'm
record
not fucking fine with the Wilson. Have some. I fucking said have some. I fucking said have some, Wilson. Fucking Wilson. No fuck. Wilson, making me drink all day, Wilson.
Oh, yeah. Okay, next video. Okay, relax.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
God. Oh my God.
You know
Wilson.
You know what's funny about that video is that I know people couldn't see it, but
No,
nobody
should-
reacts to
should-
shit in the
should-
subway, and people were reacting to that by the end. Like, you know, when people are like moving away from somebody and reacting to somebody acting crazy on the subway, that it's like an all-time, like, they must really be fucking crazy.
Oh my God. So happy I don't live there anymore. Just from that.
I
Just
know.
from that. Just from that. It's like a daily reminder. I should just watch like subway videos every day and be like, thank God I don't have to take the subway anymore.
Wait, you know what? Should we do one more here? Wait, I gotta say one more. Let's keep talking about it. I find this one.
Oh my God. Yeah, send it to the chat.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what to say. I mean, that's typical New York, you know? I mean, people live their life on the subway. Like, that guy's clearly, like, homeless and probably has, like, issues. He's carrying a fucking mannequin.
Where did he get a mannequin from, though? That's my question.
Like, he probably stole it from an alleyway, and he was probably super high and was like, oh, this looks great.
Oh, my God.
That was fucking ridiculous. The end was pretty funny, though. Like, he just flipped out and started punching him.
He's like smashing it. God. All right, hang on. I'm getting another one to come in here.
Yeah, dude. New York City subway. I mean, they have that Instagram account that's like Creatures of New York, whatever. Or no, Creatures,
Yeah.
Subway Creatures or something like that.
But I mean,
Yeah,
that's what we were just saying. Like, New York is just such like a unique. It's just a crazy city. Like,
Yeah, it's a disgusting city too.
to like hate on New York City.
I mean, it's fun. Like when I went back and I went back there, you have great fun, but it's like, okay, I'm glad I'm done after like 2 days. I get to leave.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Hang on, sending this other one.
All right, here we go.
But I think when you live there, like,
Okay, hold up. No, go ahead. Say what you're gonna say, and I'll play this real
when
quick.
you live here, you justify it. Like, I bet you if you had never moved, you'd just be like, okay, this is so crazy. But like, it's when you move, when you come back, you're just like, fuck this place. Like,
Yeah, when you go on vacation and you come back, I remember taking the bus back all the time when I would go see my family, and it's like the worst feeling. You start getting into like what's north of like Harlem? Isn't there like north of Harlem? Anyways, like you come around Harlem,
Huh?
and you're just like, fuck, man, we're back. We're back in the city. Coming to the bus, take you through like Manhattan, you know.
Yeah, it's
All right,
my
here we
friend.
go.
Oh, here we go. What's this first? And we'll talk about it.
Bikes and shit. He about to ride the whole train with that. He about to ride the whole train with that.
Why?
And he got help now.
Oh my god! Imagine getting on the subway after that. I mean, the subway. And be like, Jesus Christ, dude, what the fuck? Where's the NTA or whatever the fuck? Why aren't they like, dude, hurry the fuck up, get that shit on?
I have no idea. Like, and it's like holding up the subway for like 5 minutes. Look at
And
this.
again, also,
Yo, he really about to get this whole shit on the
look
train.
at these people.
Keep going. You got
Everyone
it.
helps.
It's gonna go in there, yo.
I
Only in New York.
It's like holding up the entire.
Get in. And people's helping. That's what's up. Thank you.
Oh shit!
And
Keep going.
look at this. Help him. It's crazy.
Oh, and everybody helping. See, that's New York
Oh,
right
city
there.
of brotherly love, right? Isn't that New York?
That's New York.
Okay, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, like bring a giant steel I-beam onto the subway.
Thing about that though, dude, is I bet that guy's clearly like homeless, and he probably like stole that beam, and it's worth like $500. So like for him to give it to like some guy that he knows,
Yeah, you're right. No, I mean obviously, yeah. It's like copper wiring. It's probably
Yeah.
like stable. Yeah.
Like why is that guy carry one beam like that? He's gonna try and sell it someone.
Maybe he's building a skyscraper.
Oh man.
No, like that's what we were saying though. Like New York, you justify it living here, but the minute you come back to visit, you're just like, how did I ever do this?
Yeah.
Or when you come back after vacation, like you said, my friend flew in last night from a flight, and he was like taking an Uber back from Newark. He got into 2 accidents after. First of all, he had to wait like 45 minutes for an Uber because the Uber driver like wasn't ready to like pick him up. So they were like arguing on the phone.
But you take like a regular yellow cab that's like sitting outside ready to go.
Oh, like $90 to do that. And then he got into 2 accidents. The guy blew a stop sign, and they got like T-boned. And the guy kept driving, and they like rear-ended somebody. And it was ridiculous shit. And like he was just like, yeah, it happens, fucking asshole ran us. And then my friend was like, no, you just blew through a fucking stop sign, dude.
Oh my god. Uber, dude. Oh my god. Yeah, maybe we'll talk about that another time. All right, you got anything else?
Do you want to touch on any sports stuff going on? We're gonna touch on Wimbledon a little bit.
Yeah, no, don't give a shit about tennis.
Phillies suck. Suck.
Phillies suck. Red Sox suck. It's a shitty time in sports.
I like when they're like 68 days till football. It's like, okay, chill. Yeah, like how about we enjoy our summer? Like I'm not counting down to like football.
Yeah, it's summer because we're gonna do a lot of sports once football starts and baseball playoffs pick up. So I think we can take a break. I think one thing we'll say is we're talking about doing some special episodes, which we haven't decided on, like a rewatching like a movie or an episode of a show. Maybe after we might have those as like special additional episodes for you to download or watch on YouTube. And we have a YouTube page too, so don't forget. I posted on our Facebook.
All right, here we go. Podcast on YouTube.
Yeah, it's a full page up there. But yeah, so I think we might try to get in a special like rewatch or something, like rewatching a show or, like I said, a movie or something, which will be funny. Maybe we'll be having a few cocktails or something while we do it. So,
and I think maybe next week we might have another kind of interesting episode too.
Yes, and next week, yeah. Hopefully we're trying to get a guest on next week.
Yeah,
or guests
too. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So tune in, subscribe, download. We're on Podbean and iTunes. Share it if you don't mind with whoever you can.
Podcast on YouTube.
Yep. All right. Here we go. _ on Instagram. It's at all right _ here we go. All right. Peace, buddy. Talk to you later, everybody. Later.